Hey guys, and welcome back to the second episode of Free-to-Play Solo 3.0. When you're first starting a free-to-play game in Frostborn, the main thing you need to be focusing on initially is getting things kind of rolling before your first base raid, okay? You're poor and you don't have any weapons and it's hard to defend yourself, and there, once you raid, you could lose everything. And so we're kind of getting ready, getting our base set up. The bigger the base, the better, in the sense that it's easier to kind of like hide your stuff and kind of like people can't get to you. But then again, you're not going to have that amazing of a base. Like someone that spends any money is going to be able to get a ton of hatchets and blow through every wall you could possibly craft this early in the game. So we are going to get working on it. Now, last episode we did end up killing a guy. We didn't kill it, but we got the loot from the guy who died. I'm going to go ahead and make another chest, small chest here. And we're going to craft that chest. I'm over here dying. If anyone is like, does he know that he's dying? It is true. I am dying. So we're going to put all this stuff away. We're also going to take off all of our clothes, because once we die, we are going to need our clothes removed. And we're going to let ourselves die, because getting food initially in the game is annoying. And you could get it. You could get the water. You could get the food. But it is so much easier to do what I'm doing right now. Boom. That was easy. I am an immortal. And I get to experience that juicy meat and fresh water replenish your strength. I understand. Play better with friends. Okay, so they do have water and meat available in your inbox, but we are going to save that. You know what? We're going to go ahead and claim the ones that are time sensitive, the daily, but we're not going to use them because we have full hunger now. And put that away. Go ahead and put this stuff, equip this stuff back, but we're going to keep that food and water there for later. Alright, so we're going to go fill the cart with resources. We're going to keep going on the quests, because it is helpful to do the quests. Yay! And then we're going to see if we can make a woodworking table. No, we need some iron, so we're going to go get some iron, which is easy to do. I'll show you how to get iron if you don't know how. And so this is the green zone right here. It has couple things of iron in it, and we're just gonna find that iron, get in and get out. And hopefully in this episode we're also gonna find some cool events. A lot of times around this time, we're level 5, I think level 6 is when I just literally just passed it. The iron is aquí, right here. Aquí is Spanish for here, and it's really butchered it by saying an English sentence and then switching to Spanish, but that's okay. Here we go. Okay, well, let's see. Okay, so I went ahead and got a little bit more wood, because I realized if I'm building a woodworking table, the first thing you need to do is fill it with wood so it can be working for you. That one of the things that is, this is actually something that free-to-play players are going to do better at than a pay-to-win player, and that is getting planks. If you are good at being a free-to-play player, you are going to have more planks than the pay-to-win players. And that is really helpful for multiple reasons. One, you're going to be able to get a level 2 base really well. There are some pay-to-win players that have a lot of metal base, and then they've got a ton of wood base, because
They can get wood by just spamming marks, you know, pay to win, and having a ton of wood. They've got, like, some of them have 30, 50,000 wood, but they have no planks. They're always out of planks. And it's something that they're desperate for. And they're desperate for planks. And it has made the Frostborn economy pretty desperate for planks. And so, the reason why this is important, one, is because it gives you level 2 walls. So you as a free-to-play player can have a lot of level 2 walls and have that advantage over the pay-to-win player, is that you'll have more. Now, they'll just buy level 2 hatchets, but and so it's not like you're going to keep them from, but it does deter them some. I mean, level 2 hatchets are a lot more expensive for them than a level 3 hatchet. They're still spending money on that. And so we're going to go ahead and put 20 in there. Okay, so we got a woodworking table. It is crafting wood. Honestly, I'm going to just go ahead and craft a second one. Even though it's not part of the quest, it's not going to be part of the quest. And honestly, getting planks getting that ball rolling is very important, because even as a free-to-play player, you're not going to just be, flooding with planks. Maybe eventually, but until you have all level 2 base, you're going to always have use for planks, okay? And you need it for fires. Planks are so, you're going to, even as a free-to-play player, you're going to be desperate for planks early on. And so, and you can get one every 4 minutes, and then you've got 2 of them, so you get one every roughly 2 minutes. And that happens even when you're away from your base and away from your phone. So we're going to go build our tax collector thing in our district. All right, we're going to enter our own because we're upgrading it. The popular one is great for utilizing, like, getting quests and stuff. But the one thing to keep in mind is, in order to make all the planks, that's 20 planks times 4 minutes, it's an hour and 20 minutes. Okay, so I could just get off my phone right now. Well, I didn't fill up one of my things, but let's say I had filled up both of my woodworking tables, and then I just got off my phone. 7 whole silver. That's the tax collector. It's pretty crappy, but 7's better than nothing if you're passing by it already. And silver is very important for free-to-play players, so that's why we're upgrading. That's part of the reason why we're putting emphasis on our district, is because upgrading our district, especially early on, is very important for a lot of elements. One being, it is one of the few sources of free silver. We're going to also do the quests, but we'll get into that later on. So, go to Baldur's Cliff. Alright, we're going to run over here for this quest. Getting those quests done, hitting getting Act 1 done. Let's see how we're doing on Act 1. We've completed that, that. Wait, we finished Act 1. Oh, nice. Okay, so now we have these items. Like, if we needed that iron to get that woodworking table, I could just pull it from here. But I don't want to do that right now, because I want to keep that. It's nice to have, these planks or these things. Now the coin I might actually grab. No, I'll just leave that there too, because I'm not going to use the coin. The coin is important on like the birthday of Frostborn coming up here soon. They usually give out some coin. You want to save that coin, because the hardest thing for a free-to-play player is to get your repair table right here. It costs 145 coin. It's very important that you save up, okay? You save those coins that you get initially from the axe. So we'll move to Act 2. Getting those coins, and then that coupled with birthdays and sometimes New Year's celebration, can get you the coins you need for a repair table, which is very important for a free-to-play player. Okay, this is very clear. We're going to go ahead and we don't have enough for a pickaxe, which is annoying, and then our pickaxe broke. We need one more wood. Or, sorry, stone. Alright. This is not good. There should be some pieces of stone laying around. The fact that there's not makes me think that this... Okay, this is a great example. We're going to go in here. We're going to find stone. Here we go. I grabbed the stone. And it should be in my inventory. It is. Okay, so now I'm going to craft a pickaxe. And... So, I could have gone to the Forest of Whispers. Or I could have waited very annoyingly until this guy cleared out. And then reset this zone. But this was the perfect time to use that axe. You know, keep that in mind. Oh, I'm gonna just get in there and get the axe. Though I need to kill 3 enemies in this location, and it looks like this guy's already cleared everything. So there's still gonna be an element, but if we can help him clear everything, then it might. Oh, no resources to collect. So he's gonna want. Oh my gosh, this guy's so. I don't know if he's pay to win or if he's just somehow farming, but the fact that he's got a legendary dagger right now, farming the green zone with it. I guess if you got a repair table, it's not that big a deal. All right, we're gonna enter back in. Hopefully the zone is reset. Should be. Perfect. I'm gonna open a chest. I think that's one of the quests. And wow, that was nice. We needed that stuff. Actually, we needed all this stuff. Open 2 chests. Well, 2 for 1. That's another little trick that those of you who've watched this channel should know by now, is you can open the chest multiple times and it counts for multiple chests. Mine 1 iron deposit. So obviously we weren't in Act 2 when I mined all those iron deposits. Otherwise, it would have counted it. We're going to go ahead and get a little bit more. We have some at home. But honestly, it would be nice to have as much as possible. There we go. Here's 2 more iron deposits. I'm gonna get these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Haha, wow, that was close. There we go. Okay, we are level 6, so the idea of an event popping up is more likely. Let me see. Aha! Look at that. New event. The Carnage event. Show us. There it is. 15 minutes. Let's go. We're going to go home. We're going to put everything away. The Carnage event, now that they don't have energy, Frostborn used to be on an energy system, so if you've watched my other free-to-play series, I think I had to manage energy to go to the Carnage event, come back, you know. That does not exist in Frostborn anymore. And so, which is crazy. It's just such a change of game. So, put all. So, we are going to bring our crappy clothes. I will bring some berries, because we're going to fight more than, you know, more than just a few enemies. Won't be a big deal, but it will be some enemies. So, yeah, this is a fun event. It used to be one of my favorite events. Mirrors the plane crash in Last Day on Earth. You know, now that I've played the game for a while, it feels very simple. It feels like too simple of an event. But man, when you first start off, this event feels like
the gold mine. I mean, it just feels like an absolute gold mine because it has a bunch of stuff that you can't get in the green zones, and it's like, what? I can't believe I have this. So it's pretty. All right, so we're gonna go over here, and we're gonna, be a little methodic about this. We don't want to blow through too much health, though we are about to level up, so it actually doesn't matter. There we go. Well, and now we can do daily tasks, so I'll probably try to do that in this episode as well. Okay, so I am getting a little bit lower in health, but honestly, yeah, I'll go ahead and pop some berries because, again, if you get too low in health, then you're gonna not feel like taking any risks, and that can be not so good for playing the game. It makes the game not as fun. It makes the game harder, so you kind of want to keep your health high. So just pop some berries every once in a while. Okay, and then, doing these chests, you want to be a little bit methodical about them as well. So I'm starting here on the far right side of the far east side of the map, and I'm going to go down and get all of them. And this stuff long term isn't as good as it seems, but early on, man, this stuff just feels like the best stuff ever. Like this. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and come over to this chest. This chest is a big chest, and so we're gonna put stuff in it. Now you might ask, why don't you just go home? And the answer to that question is I want to take as few trips as home as possible. And so what I'm doing here is I'm going to put everything in that chest and in my inventory. And that way everything that's a duplicate stacks. And by stacking all the duplicates, I'll be able to take all of this stuff home in 2 trips, rather than if every time my inventory got full, it'd probably take me 3 or 4 trips. And that honestly isn't that big of a deal nowadays because there's no energy, and so it's not that. But it still saves time. It's still worth it to do it this way. It's just not as much. It used to be absolutely necessary. There was really no way to play this game smart without doing that. So we got a lot, and you can see that we're going to have no problem coming back and getting the rest. So we need to go ahead and go back quickly so that we don't... Okay, this is an even better deal for a level 2 backpack. And I forgot to mention that in the last episode, that if that $3 deal, it's not a bad deal. It gives you 50 coins and a level 2 backpack. It is better than just anytime you could get a level 2 backpack, but this one
is way better. We've got 100 coins, which 100 coins by themselves is more than $2. And then you also have a level 2 backpack added to it. We're not going to do that. This is the only time you can get that deal as well. Sometimes games say this is the only time you can get that deal, but then you can find it later. That's not true in this game. That is the only time you can find that deal. We got 5 minutes and 45 seconds to be able to go home and put all this stuff away and come back. We just have to get into the event before that time runs out. It will not kick us out of the event, and so you just got to get back in time. We're gonna have no problem with that. Just want to let you guys know if you're feeling a little stressed out, maybe it took you a lot longer to kill those enemies or something else, and you're feeling stressed for time. Put all, and then put all. We're going to craft another chest. Glad I had the materials to do that. And put all. So I could unload all my stuff, but I don't need to. There's not enough. There's plenty of space, because that's another benefit of having it all in one place, is we know exactly how much stuff we have left to bring out of the zone. Some of you might be like, oh, well, you got 4 minutes. Should I bring a hatchet and pickaxe and get all the trees and stuff? No, that's a bad idea. The green zone is better. Yes, I know you already cleared the mobs, but it's not a bad idea. It's just the green zone is more efficient. You may be like, well, there's people are trying to bring mobs to come kill me. Just avoid them. Like what I did in the last episode, where the guy was being a jerk and I just kind of avoided him. It's not that hard. You just have to kind of be confident and be like, okay, and don't first screw up and do what that other guy did where he tried to attack. And then try to run away, because then you are going to be screwed. But if you just run away from the beginning, you keeping your health high. It's so important to keep your health high, because it gives you more options. And so you just, I would say try never to have your health lower than 50. Some people might be like, well, I'm about to level up. Yes, in the time you're about to level up, maybe you could let it get a little bit lower than 50, but honestly, don't worry about it. Even if you're just healing yourself from 50 to 100, you're doing good. Like, don't worry about trying to maximize it too much. Otherwise, you might end up causing other issues for yourself. All right, put all. Look at that. So we now have 3 chests completely full. I need more of this. Great. Good. Craft 1 more small chest. Here we go. Okay, perfect. So now we're going to take all this stuff out. Put all. We are level 7. We did not level quite as much as I thought. So preparing for the base raid might be in might be 2 episodes from now, which is exactly what happened in the free to play solo series 1.0. We also have this chest down here, which you got to keep in mind. You've got some stuff in there. Nothing amazing, but it does have this chest. And it has this rope and cloth, which there's some good stuff. It's okay. This is where you're gonna put your most valuable stuff. So honestly, none of this stuff is my most valuable stuff. So I'm just gonna take it all with me. Okay, we're gonna bring it upstairs. Our hammers, those are very valuable. People are gonna want to steal them from you. If you're not using them for PvP, you want them in your vault. Let's see. Do we have anything else that's valuable? A lot of this stuff might look valuable. This right here is not. It's not valuable. It's this healing bomb, not valuable. This barrel scroll of illusion, not valuable. Armor potions, they're useful, but there's so many of them, it's not really valuable either. Honestly, we don't really have a lot of valuable stuff yet. These bandages are going to be somewhat valuable. This mushroom soup, some of the food right now is pretty valuable, and then of course these hammers are the most valuable thing we own right now. So yeah, and this is, we're doing pretty good. I would say, mushroom soup's not going to help us a ton this early on, because 10% of very little damage is still very little damage, but it's still worth having, and we've got a good little start going. So the Carnage event, to an advanced player might not seem like that big of a deal, but it is unbelievable for someone just starting off. It's such a good event. So keep that in mind as you're starting off. Don't miss out on the Carnage event. Those items can get you a really good head start. But there's more coming, more events coming, and then once we hit level 10, we're gonna get rated, and that's a very crucial part for a free-to-play player. All right, guys, I'll see you next time.